is Keeta finally gonna be rebounding soon? Now, this coin is relatively new, it has limited data, so just keep that in mind. And it has been on a pretty extensive downtrend for the last couple of days. Okay, that is how short we're talking about for a new coin like this. Okay, it has been on a downtrend in a very common pattern. You guys should train your eyes to see, because this pattern is usually in favor of a reversal. We're going to be talking about that price target, how to get more clarity from the pattern, which is a falling wedge pattern for Keeta. What's going on with this market? Could it actually break out from this pattern? What I think in terms of the probabilities. Okay. Of course, all of this is going to be taking into consideration of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the driver of this market. If Bitcoin pumps, that's good for the altcoins, and if Bitcoin dumps, the setups and the altcoins here are gonna not really much matter. Okay, so pay attention to Bitcoin first. If you guys don't know what's going on with Bitcoin, check out my last video. I have given a pretty detailed analysis of what's happening in the major crypto markets. Now, let's go ahead and dive into Keeta here and see what's going on with this market. It has gone from basically about 36 cents in May all the way up to about $1.70. That was in early June. Okay, so it's not uncommon to see altcoins soar like this. It's a highly volatile market. Just know what you guys are getting into, and then dumping all the way back to about 50 cents almost. So that is, you if you bought at the top here, you would have just got a third of your money right now and be wondering if this thing is going to be reversing anytime soon. Um, Out of my 5+ years of trading, I mean, I could probably say that, definitely be looking out for patterns like this. It's one of the most common patterns that I will see and that I will look for in terms of looking for opportunities for either a scalp, mostly a scalp with leverage. That is just me, personal opinion only, speculations, not financial advice. Of course, none of this video is financial advice. Leverage on an altcoin is highly, highly risky. If you guys don't have any experience in trading spots, I don't recommend it. Okay, and definitely do your own due diligence as well. Now, on this daily time frame, falling wedge pattern, this pattern usually breaks to the upside. Okay, you got to consider the downside risk as well, because this thing can still break down. Now, if this thing actually breaks to the upside, the price target, if it actually breaks out by this point, is going to give a price target of just right underneath $1.35. And of course, price targets are estimates only. It could be more, it could be less. There could be a lot of things that happen in between the breakout and the price target. Just gotta take that into consideration and be realistic here. Market here is the market's nothing in this market. It's 100%. Okay, gotta just learn how to read the charts. That's most important. Learn how to learn how to read the charts. So that's basically what I'm seeing for Keto. Let's take a look into a smaller time frame and see if I can get in more clarity on what this price action could be doing. It's basically bounced off the bottom trend line here, okay? And trying to get over quite a bit of these moving averages as resistance. Now, if you guys are new to trading, you guys should know that moving averages above the price action is going to be resistance. If it's below the price action, it's support. Okay, that is very important to know, because that's where I usually consider taking profits on some of my leverage positions. Okay, or spot positions. If I'm trading spots, but I'm usually talking about leverage here, because that's where I would make more short-term profits. In that way. Okay, let's also take a look into a higher time frame here. Okay, weekly time frame. What you guys should pay attention to is that You definitely want to see a higher low here on this weekly time frame, because if you hold a higher low, the next logical move is a higher high. That's just how an uptrend looks like. Um, so it's I mean, I guess it's very important for Keeta to actually hold above its starting point at about 40 cents here on this weekly time frame. Okay, it's basically already touched down on quite a bit of these weekly supports, including the last one here at about 55 cents. Okay, very important for Keeta to break out of this pattern and still hold an uptrend, of course. Now, this basically concludes my video and my very short take on what's going on in this market. If you want to continue seeing Keeta, KTA, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one.